So now we have a program that will average the heights of 5 plants. But I think I'm going to add to it to make it more general, so that instead of on 5 plants, we'll actually do the average of a number of plants. So up here I'm going to add in a variable, or the name of a storage location, and I'm going to call it numPlants. So that in here I'm going to make the fixed loop go from 1 up to the number of plants. So before I actually get going, I'll need to ask the user for the number of plants. Oops. So I'm creating a handler here, get number of plants. I'm going to copy that and just generally keep these handlers in the order in which they're used. Again, that's sort of readability. So in here I need to ask, please enter the number of plants, and please enter the number of plants. If they press the cancel button, then that lets me crash out. But I'll put whatever they type in into, and this is my variable up here that I'm going to use, so I'll copy that and put that into there. So now it's a much more general average program. The only other thing I'm going to have to change is down here, where I divide by 5, I'm going to have to replace it with the number of plants. So let's just see if that works here. I'll just do Apple S to save it. I'll find the average height, and you see it's first of all asking me to enter the number of plants. So let's say we have 3 plants. I'll enter the height of the first one. Let's say 14, 13 and 12, and hopefully it'll say that the average is 13, which it does down here. Now, it all works, but I think what I'm going to do is add in just a few features just to make it slightly more user-friendly. And the first one I'm going to do here is I'm going to take counter, which I've been using to go 1, 2, 3, 4, for however many plants. I'm going to use that number down here. So please enter the height of plant. Now if I type in and counter, then I should be able to see which plant I'm on. Let's just see if that works. So I'll go, please enter the number of plants, 3 of them. And there we've got, please enter the height of plant 1. Let's do 15. Height of plant 2, 14. And the height of plant 3. And the answer should be 14. So that's quite a useful device there. The other thing I was going to add in was I was going to just change the user interface so that I could actually see the heights as I enter them. So I'm going to move this up a little bit, and I'm going to bring in another of these fields just so that I can see the heights as I enter them. And I might add a label for this box, and I'll need to go onto the inspector and go into contents, and I'll type in the word average there, and you don't see it come up until you actually close that box. So that's telling me that this number here is going to be the average value. But what I would like to do is to make the plant heights show up in that field there. And that is field 1013. And I'm going to run out of time here, so I'll try and type it in very quickly.